Welcome to 100 Yards Football. It's my NFL Legend special today video. Today I'm going to highlight Isiah Robertson, linebacker, Los Angeles Rams, by way of Southern University. So if you like the video today, please come in and share it. I'm Vincent Turner, and I'd like to give special thanks to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers, for making it happen for me every Wednesday here on 100 Yards of Football. Isiah Butch Robertson, Southern University, down there in Baton Rouge. Creole country. Good food, good living, good drinking. Boy. This guy was a special football player. First round pick of the LA Rams in 1971. But when you talk about athletic linebackers, athletic. When he came into the National Football League, he probably was the fastest linebacker, ran a 4.5 40. And at Southern University, he played on a team during his time. His teammates was Mel Blount, Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael, Hall of Famer, Jim Osborne, Chicago Bears, Donnell Smith, Green Bay Packers. But this guy was special. The first words I heard about Isiah Butch Robertson was that 1970, I was in the 5th grade. And there were some people around the playground. Had a friend, Michael Harris. He had an aunt that went to Southern University at that time. And he was talking about this guy, Isiah Butch Robertson. And we were saying, man, we ain't heard of him because who is he? Man, I'm telling you, he played for Southern University because I told you a story on my previous videos. Me and Jerry Knowlton, who went on and became a good football player at Middle State University, went to high school with, I grew up with. Michael Harris was in that group with us. He said, man, I'm telling you, this guy, Isiah Butch Robertson, at 10 years old, we was like that talking football. And he talked about going to the Bayou Classic. Well, it wasn't the Bayou Classic at the time. I don't think they had moved the game to New Orleans, but talking about the rivalry between Grambling and Southern down in New Orleans. But he talked about a linebacker that had an interception in that game. That was Isiah Butch Robertson that went for 102 yards. He said, I'm telling you, this guy going to be real when he gets in the National Football League. In that same year, in 1970, he had 15 tackles against Prairie View out of the SWAC. But Mr. Robertson ended that year with 112 tackles, 45 with 112 tackles that year. But it was the Senior Bowl where he put on the show. And then he ended up being a first-round draft pick and becoming the first legitimate playmaker linebacker because you know why? He had 25 career interceptions in the National Football League. And then when I turned 13, another great memory, Monday Night Football, New York Giants. Who took an interception back 49 yards that game? Isiah Butch Robertson. That's when I knew he was special. But look at the skill set that he had. The size, 6'2", about 225. The strength, very strong player. The speed, 4.5. At that time, it's almost like a 4.3 right now. We're talking in times now. The quickness. The football instincts. A+. And making the game-breaking plays. One of the fastest linebackers of all time. And then he went out to LA. The city of Compton, Hollywood, Watts, South Central. And think about them Ram teams he played on. That was very a mainstay in the 70s, making the Super Bowl, then playing in the Super Bowl. He wasn't part of the Super Bowl team in 1979, but during the 70s, Cullen Bryant was on that team, Fred Dry, Jim Youngblood, Jack Youngblood, James Harris, Harold Jackson, Jackson State, Lawrence McCutcheon. And he had a nickname, the Black Dick Buckus. It was special in Hollywood for Isiah Robertson. And then he got traded to Philadelphia. This is when I really gained a lot of respect. He went out there in Philadelphia in 1979. Buffalo. Excuse me. Buffalo. I got Philly on my mind so much today. But he got traded to the Buffalo Bills. And think about the squad that he went out, became a part of. Joe Ferguson, Jerry Butler, Jim Haslett, Reggie McKenzie, Michigan Finest, Ben Williams, Ole Miss, Lucius Stanford, Georgia Tech, and Steve Freeman from the 901 Whitehaven High School by the way of Mississippi State. And then in 1981, when he was with the Buffalo Bills, he had probably another one of his best years, 48 tackles that year. 71 tackles that year. 3 interceptions as the Bills became a mainstay in the AFC East. But what I really love about Isiah Robertson, well, he was a guy. I'm going to get back to the athletic ability. He was E.J. Jr. He was Hugh Green. He was Ray Lewis from an athletic standpoint. Derek Thomas, Robert Bazile. He set the tone for all y'all guys. Another game breaker. Another game changer. 25 interceptions as an outside linebacker. 25 interceptions. That's more than some defensive backs that's played in the National Football League up to this moment. 6-time Pro Bowler. 4-time first-team All-Pro. Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I'm going to say it one more time. He passed away a couple of years ago in a tragic car accident. I'm smelling Hall of Fame here with the Southern University great. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? He changed the game at the outside linebacker position. A complete package. And he was special, man. Special. And him, and I'm going to say another guy, they really set the tone of the outside linebacker being 6'2", 225, 235 that can run like a deer. And that was my man out of Langston University, Thomas Hollywood Henderson. Him and Isiah Robertson, those the guys when they came into the league, especially Mr. Robertson in 1971. He changed the whole dynamic with the Los Angeles Rams. And as I said again, he played with some outstanding football players, both for LA and Buffalo. But the one thing I took about Mr. Butch Robertson is that he might have been the linebacker that really never got a lot of respect. The only respect he's really gotten is him taking that lick from Earl Campbell back during Earl Campbell's rookie season in 1978. But when you look overall, and all you linebackers that's coming up through high school, all you linebackers in college right now, N'Kobe Dean, Christian Harris that played in the national championship game, Devin Lloyd that's at Utah, from a playmaking ability, football instincts, quickness, strength, style, and skill, this young man is one of the best. And you guys that's going into the first round of the 2022 NFL draft, you need to take a copy of his game because he made some plays. Still hard to get out of my mind. He had 25 career interceptions as a linebacker. That's hard to get out of my mind, man. And you know what? He also, I consider him the Chico DeBarge of the NFL because he was a good-looking guy. He had it all, man. Southern University, Covington, Louisiana, right outside of New Orleans. This guy was a special football player, man. And not to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, something wrong with that. There's a lot of linebackers in there right now that didn't have 25 career interceptions. First round pick, Southern University, 10th overall. So my final words about Isiah Robertson. He came into the league when it was like a little joy there, right? And one of my favorite bands was Three Dog Night. They had a song, Joy to the World. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. I never understood a simple word he said. The city of Compton, the city of LA, South Central, Isiah Robertson, when he got to the Los Angeles Rams, he was joy to the world, baby. If you liked the video today, please comment and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and thank you to Bamadusa, Mr. Logan Landers. Thank you, and God bless. Southern University in the house. For you, fat brother Carl Simeon. Southern University alum, this for you today. And to my friend, who I grew up in school from the first grade, Reggie Williams, who's the baseball coach at Alcorn State, this for you too, baby. Because you played baseball at Southern University, and he's a 4-time SWAC All-Conference while you was there from 78 to 82. Thank you, and God bless. Y'all enjoy the rest of the day. I'm Vincent Turner here at 100 Yards of Football.